Building plazas just got so easy in Planet Zoo with the new update and the new DLC. So today I'm going to show you how to build one. Alright everybody, welcome to the testing grounds where I'm going to show you how to build a plaza using the new update 1.17, as well as show you the animals that are in the Barnyard Pack DLC, because I love them and they're very cute and friendly and nice. So basically we're going to just lay out our plaza with this brick, and we're going to use as minimal pathways as we can to kind of show you how much you can get away with in this new update. And if you weren't aware, this new update released a new feature called Animal Encounters, where you can meet specific requirements for your habitat, and you can enable the animal encounters, which enables guests to be able to walk off the pathways that are in your walkthrough habitat. Because before, if you wanted to make a plaza that actually seemed full and people would walk around, you had to have a pathway underneath your main plaza material. So our plaza material here being the brick. We have a null barrier set up, and now I'm just placing down some elephant grass to keep all of our animals contained and able to not show any barriers of any kind. And if you don't know this trick, it's just putting elephant grass around the perimeter with a null barrier and then sinking it down into the ground so that it's barely visible. And that interacts with the animals' hitboxes in a way so that they can't jump or escape from your habitat. And now that we got that all set up, we're going to need some animals. So let's introduce all of the animals from the newly released Barnyard Animal Pack. Alright, here we have the Highland cow, or Highland cattle, I guess. I searched for cow for about 10 minutes and it's called a cattle. So yeah, here is how the elephant grass interacts with our animals. So here you can see he's being contained to this elephant grass border that we created, and the same goes for our alpine goat. The alpine goats do have a little bit more jumping abilities, though they might be able to, and if that happens you just widen your elephant grass barrier. But here you can see all of our animals are coming in and they're sticking to that area I designated for them, and we're just going to expand this path all the way through, just keeping it in a straight line. Now we're going to add our guest facilities, so we're going to add a toilet block over here. And then we're going to add a restaurant. You can see it's attached to that main path, just a little branch off. And then we're going to add a gulpy drink stall. And you can see there is also just a little tiny branch off from the main path. And then I forgot to hook up the bathrooms using just a small connected path again. And now we're just going to need a couple more things. We're going to need a guest gate, which the guests do not need to interact with the gate at all. They can use the main path we have off to the side. So essentially we could hide this somewhere else where the guests won't even need to go through it or anything. But for the sake of this video, we will attach it just to see how the guests interact. And then the other thing we're going to need is the hygiene station, which is just a little hand sanitizer kind of thing. And we're going to place that in front of our bathroom. And we're going to check off and make sure that our habitat meets the animal encounters requirements, which is guest gate, hygiene station, no dangerous animals, and the animals are interactive. So let's open our park up and see how the guests behave in our new plaza. Here come the guests, ready to encounter all of our new barnyard animals. You can see some are branching over to the guest gate, which I think might have just been because the animals are closer over there. But you can also see they are going through the main pathway as well. So yeah, it looks like the guest gate became obsolete, and there you can see guests starting to branch off of our pathways and just kind of walk around really wherever they want, which is really fun. A very simple solution, saves yourself a lot of path work and a lot of frustration, honestly. So maybe barnyard animals are a little too much for a plaza. It's kind of weird to see a cow or a donkey walking around. But here you can see guests within the habitat are still ordering drinks. I think these people over here might be going to the bathroom, maybe. Yep, these people are going to the bathroom. So people still use all of the guest facilities within a habitat. Like I was saying, might be weird to see a herd of cattle in the main plaza of a zoo, or even goats and donkeys would be weird. But you can do this with peafowl. You can do this with just the chickens. Smaller things that you might see around in a plaza will look amazing with this. Now we're gonna check out our barnyard animals. So here we have the alpaca, the alpine goat, and the pig. The pig, surprisingly the star of the show in my opinion. Look how cute. The alpacas are also very cool, nice fur on them. I imagine that they're going to be using the spitting mechanic, but I haven't witnessed that, and I haven't witnessed that in the plazas yet either. So hopefully they do. And here we have the Sussex chicken. Very good detailing on the crown of them and the little tail feather shake. Very amazing to have in the game, honestly. And the Highland cattle with a hipster petting him. They shared the same hairstyle. And the American donkey is right behind us. American donkeys are honestly one of my favorite barnyard animals. I once went hiking with a donkey for 2 weeks. His name was Pilgrim, and he was probably my best friend. I don't know what happened to Pilgrim once I left, but I hope he is still having a great time adventuring and being a nice little donkey. Here we have a few animals sleeping, and I definitely forgot about the sheep. The sheep, very nice looking, and also this chicken looks great. But the sheep look great. Not too excited about the sheep, honestly, but look at that donkey in the background. Oh, so cute. I love him. So yeah, great pack from Frontier this time around. I'm very pleasantly surprised, and I hope you are too. I hope you liked this tutorial about building easy plazas. Easier is always better, and I hope you have a great day.